I got to talk quickly here because things have taken a drastic change. Monday I went to the hospital and get some blood work to set me up for the new protocol. I left the hospital thinking everything would be fine, and they were trying to track me down all afternoon because the creatinine numbers were atrocious. I mean, when I was admitted, if you remember back to the hospital the second time, I had levels that were 3.2, which were not good. These values were 9.9, if you can believe that, and a calculated clearance, it's like something like 7 or 8 or 9. Borderline dialysis numbers, that's how bad they were. They finally got a hold of me. I get to the hospital, get a room. As you can see, I'm still here. This was Monday night when I originally arrived here. And so they've been trying to flush my system through with the fluids and also some bicarbonate to try to bring down, see if they can bring down that creatinine value. It did come down over the most of the week, but it kind of tapered off around 7. Is not very good. That's still double the level that it was at when I went into the hospital way back in September. So I was told by the nephrologist, her suggestion is you have to try some dialysis here, because the thinking of the team, all the team now, is it's the myeloma that's causing this, not a side effect of the drug. I hadn't been on the drug because I was in between therapies. I haven't been on any chemotherapy. So again, the thinking and the agreement seems to be it's the myeloma itself. So we have to treat the myeloma, which means we have to give some chemotherapy. But again, some of the chemotherapy can affect the kidneys in a negative fashion. But we're at a point where we don't have much of a choice. So the idea is to start some dialysis, filter the garbage out of my blood, and get the kidneys back to as normal as possible, and also help to set them up for if they get any negative effects from the new protocol. I don't know when the protocol will be started. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, which will be Saturday or Sunday. We're going to wait till Monday. But tomorrow morning I go in for the surgery to add the port for the dialysis, and I will begin the dialysis process, I think, a couple of hours tomorrow on Saturday, and also again at least a couple of hours on Sunday, which again I'll have updates of this next week. But I want to get this information out because things have changed. And we're probably at somewhere around, to be quite honest about it, a 50-50 chance of losing the kidneys in general when we go to dialysis. Hopefully it's just temporary. We can bring them back online. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. But that's what I've been told. There's a 50-50 chance that I could be on dialysis for the remainder of my life, assuming we can even make headway with the cancer. That's not just great news, but that's the way it is. Again, I bring you in here as the information becomes available. I just heard this a couple of hours previously from the nephrologist when she came in to tell me this. So a surprise. I thought we were moving away from that dialysis, but her decision, and again along with the teams, that it's going to be better if we get on the dialysis and get on that, especially when we get on that chemo. So that's where we're at. Dialysis starting here. Now hopefully the kidneys can come back online. Future, keep you posted on all that, and getting the chemo on board, and hopefully it starts having some effect. And if indeed it's the myeloma that's affecting the kidneys so adversely, hopefully again the kidneys come back. So anyway, that's what I have. A little bit short update, but it's got a lot of information in it, and obviously not that great information. But again, that's the way it is. That's what's happening. That's where we're at. So you're getting, again, about as fresh as you can get it. As I'm sitting here, still in the hospital, probably have another 2 or 3 days here remaining. So stay tuned for next week. Cheers.